Oh, I should have grabbed my clicker because I'm a film major. Hi guys. So I'm doing a temperature blanket for 2025. Is that a good choice? I don't know. Because like, the weather is not, she's not normal right now. Hasn't been for a while, but you know. But yeah, I wanted to keep a log for myself and you if you care. I like watching videos about temperature blankets. Maybe you like to as well. And it is currently January 31st. Stupid. It's currently January 31st. And I just finished the first month of my temperature blanket. And we'll get into that in a second. Let's see. Let's go over the colors. There's a cat over there. Oh my god, you scared me. Anyway, I live in southern Arizona. So the colors I picked are different than the colors you might pick for yours. But bear with me. So first off, we are basing the blanket on the highs because I live in Arizona. And if I don't base it on the highs, what's the point? So the first color we have is gray. This is for if the high was in the 30s. It's small because I'm not going to use it. It's not going to happen. But I figured I'd have it just in case. But I won't use this. Also, all my colors are different brands of yarn because I'm trying to use the yarn that I have. I don't want to hear it. Use the yarn you have. It's going to be okay. Oh, but the yarn will be different sizes. Yeah, well, that's fine. It's okay. Anywho, next up we have this color in the 40s. I think it's just, this is how I found it. I think it's Red Heart Super Saver. I think it's like royal blue or whatever in Red Heart. But yeah, this is for the 40s. I have used this already. I probably will use it again, but I won't use it much. So anyway, yeah, 50s is Blue Mint in Karen. Is that how you say it? I don't know. This is a new one because I bought two of most of my colors because I'm trust I will use them. But this is the one I originally had. Okay? We're not buying any new yarns for this project. I hope this makes sense. Next up we have 60s, which is Sage, also in Karen. Let's go with that. Sage. Where does it say it? Sage. In Karen. I really like it. It's very pretty. It's like, I get these at Joann's usually. It's like weirdly hard to find there, so pick this color at your own risk. It's very pretty though, I like it. 70s, we have Saffron by Red Heart Super Saver. It's one I had. It's fine. I don't love it, but it's alright, you know? I'm probably gonna use this a lot next month. 80s is another Karen yarn. We're doing Pumpkin. It's this gorgeous orange. I can't wait to use it. It's so pretty. Definitely gonna use this one. Probably will run out of this one. But you know, we do what we can. Now's when things get a little crazy. Because, especially where I live, it gets hot. It gets real hot. And I really wanted to showcase the range a little bit. Because it gets really hot. And I don't want to do a solid color for at least half the year, so we split it up more. So 90 to 94 degrees is Big Twist Varsity Red. It's a pretty nice red. It's a good, that's a solid red right there. It's like a fire truck red. After that, we have 95 to $22.99, which is also Big Twist, and it's deep red. This is like, this lighting is horrible, and I'm sorry. Ew! This is like more of a bluey red. So, they look a little bit similar in the, no, they don't. You can see the difference. It'll be great. 100 to 104 is this color. It's another Caron yarn, hella old from the packaging. You can tell. It's called Raspberry. I can't find this shade anymore. Maybe it's the same, but it's like called something different now. Don't know. Can't find it. So hopefully I won't run out of this, because I don't know if I can get any more. Maybe be smarter than me. But do use the yarn that you have. You know, 105 degrees and above is black. It's just black. And this is Red Heart soft yarn, but it's just gonna be black. If I run out of this, I'll use another black of a different brand. And it's gonna be okay. It's just black. Because it's hot and scary. And you could die. Okay, like actually drink water if you live in Arizona. Please. But yeah, those are my colors. I'm really excited to use the oranges and the reds because I love orange and red. I think they're great. But let's get to the blanket itself. This is my blanket. Ooh! It doesn't really look like a blanket yet, but it will. We had some 70s in the very beginning, 60s, 40s, 50s, so on. I think the coldest day was 44, somewhere in here. I'll put it up on the screen. And then the hottest day was like 77, I want to say. Again. But yeah, I did the blanket. Oh, you can't tell, I'm up against the wall. I did my blanket 230 stitches across. I did not do a gauge swatch. We don't do gauge swatches in this house. You hear me? I'll be damned before I do a gauge swatch. In the crochet hook I'm using, I'm gonna be using the same one the whole time. I have a 4.5. I would maybe go smaller if you can. I didn't want to do smaller. So I'm not gonna. Doing the math, roughly, this blanket is gonna be like 7 feet long, which I'm fine with. I want a big ass blanket, but it's looking pretty good. I'm just doing single crochet all the way across. I thought about doing a moss stitch, but I fucking hate moss stitch. I hate weaving in ends, specifically. If anyone has any tips, because I like to do the thing where you fold the ends over and then crochet around them. My crocheters know what I'm talking about. Anyway, if anybody knows how to do that, I just hate that you can see the string through the moss stitch. If anyone cares and has any tips, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, here's my blanket. It's looking really good so far. I think we're gonna have a lot more yellow next month. Probably still quite a bit in the 60s and 50s too. We'll see. It's looking really pretty though, and I really like it. And you can see this is like 4 rows here. This is 4 rows here. They're different sizes because it's different yarn. But it's gonna be okay. She's gonna be textured. She's gonna have flavor. She's gonna have style. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Stay with me. But yeah, so that's my temperature blanket, and it's going really well. And I'd like to do an update every month. I didn't fall behind at all this month. And while I don't know if that will continue, I'm going to try my best to roughly keep up and do updates monthly as I go. So, I'm going to do a white row between each month. So, that's what I'm going to do right now, if you care to join me. This is what all the yarn looks like. Wow. And that's the color I'm gonna use. It's just white. Again, if I run out of this, I'll use a different white. I'm not gonna run out of that though, because it's literally just month separators. All right. This lighting's gonna be bad. But It's gonna work. We got the temperature blanket. I'm gonna change the color. And we're just gonna go for it. Yeah. I've got my white. Just gonna do one row. Just to show. But the month is different. And that will be great. That will be just splendid. I will probably speed this up. Because it's not gonna be that fun to watch. But you know, hopefully you get something out of it. Like I said, I've really enjoyed watching some videos on temperature blankets. So, if someone's thinking about doing one, it is quite a commitment. And I know this. It's a year-long commitment, blah, blah, blah. But do remember, you don't have to finish in the year that you start it. You don't have to put that pressure on yourself. That's where I feel like a lot of people kind of go wrong. Is they get really, really intense about finishing on time, and then they get stressed out because life happens and you're not going to be on top of it all the time. And then they never finish. And then they're like, don't do a temperature blanket. It's really stressful and horrible. But you don't have to do that. Color changed. But yeah, you don't have to do that. You just take your time. You can finish whenever you finish. I'm going to stay on top of it as long as I can. But I mean, as long as you log the temperature every day, you're fine. You'll have that as long as you need it. And then just like that, you can do your temperature blanket whenever you want. Anyway, I know a lot of people are doing like mood blankets too, which I don't think is a project for me because my mood, like I wouldn't know what to put, you know, my mood changes all the time. Like what if I have a really great morning but then something horrible happens later in the day? Like what's the mood for that day? But yeah, let me know if you're doing a mood blanket and how you measure that. I'm curious. But yeah, I'm weaving in the tails as I go. And this is what I don't like about Moss Stitch. But maybe I just don't understand. So if anyone has any tips, you can tell me I'm wrong. That's so weird. My string is wet. How did that happen? Do you know? Do you know, Miss Mavi? Do you know how my string can be wet? It's a phenomenon that only ever seems to happen when you're around. I can't imagine what it could be. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Why do you think my string could be wet? We're doing really good on time. I don't normally do it this fast. I'm normally watching something though too, so that helps. Or hinders rather. It's okay. It's not about speed. I'm just trying to enjoy myself. Enjoy myself. Stretch my hands afterwards. Take my time. Enjoy the process. Don't stress myself out. Now, you guys don't know me, but that's fucking huge for me. Because I stress out over everything. I'm stressed about things that won't happen for a long ass time. Things that may never happen. I'm always working, and when I'm not working, I'm stressing about the fact that I'm not working. And when I am working, I'm stressing about what I'm working on. So I really never ever take the time to just breathe and relax and rest and enjoy what I'm doing. And I'm trying to be better about that in 2025. Now, with certain factors about 2025, it's already proving to be difficult. But if we let the anxiety get to us and crumble under the pressure, then we let them win. You understand? And we're not going to do that. So, even if crochet is one of the only things I manage to do it with, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to take my time. And I'm going to have fun with the process. So, yay. And we're finishing up the row here. Now I'm going to change the color tomorrow, but I'm still going to finish it off for right now. Well, bam. And a little hack. I take this loop, and I put a marker through it so that it can't pull itself out. Isn't that genius? I would highly recommend. Hello, kitty. Sorry. But yeah, that's how we're looking. January 2025. Here's the temperatures. 70s, 60s, 50s, and 40s. And our white line to separate the month. This lighting's just awful. Yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Hopefully it's fun for you to see someone else's temperature blanket. It helps give you some ideas. Customize it, depending on where you live. I'm never going to use that 30s color, but a lot of places are colder than here, and you probably will. So you can go way lower than I'm going to go. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, please. Don't limit yourself to what other people do. These are just ideas. If you like other colors, I do have roughly like the rainbow colors, like the reds are hots and the blues are colds. But you can do whatever you want. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. There's a kitty. Yeah. See you guys in February.